Nikunj, you are a major player in the domestic market. Now, how do you see yourself positioning Sagar Defence on the global map and, kind of coming up with niche products where the supply chain dependencies, which we were dependent upon other countries till the recent past, we can reverse that, and companies like you stay miles ahead for people to catch up.
Thank you so much, sir, for the question, sir. So one thing we need to understand, and let's look at India and the ecosystem in terms not only defense, but overall technology and deep tech. When you take it software, we are great service industries. When you look at hardware manufacturing, also we are turning into a service industry. Even with our partnerships, we do carry out very good service. Most important, and especially for organizations like us, and this is something 12 years back, we realized that if we have to keep growing in, the ecosystem is not there. Even today, when we stand here, the ecosystem is not there, even in per se with the defense tech. And you need to create an ecosystem. What we did at Sagar was we started building our company in a vertically integrated solution organization. When you start building yourself into vertically integration scenario, what happens is you do hardware, you do softwares, and you actually do mechanical hardware. Now, it is not possible for one organization also to do that. That means you set up in belts where you get your ancillary units all around. That means if an organization has to grow, it should have ancillary ecosystem around it to support. This was something, the initial realization as an entrepreneur, we realized, and I'm from Mumbai, I shifted to Pune across to start this. When we started doing it, and when you look at technology R&D funding which comes in, yes, where we have programs and great programs like IDEX and Aditi which are running in, and which has helped us to scale today to the level where we are in, and with also confirmed orders which are going into 1,000 crore plus. What we also see is there is a dependency in certain scenarios with foreign OEMs where you need to do. We went one step ahead. We raised some investments across, and we went and invested into our key players abroad in Europe. So, we're putting it for the first time. Two major component suppliers to us, we went and invested in them and bought good equity across. That means you start securing your supply chain in. Now, this is the way we believe that if you are especially working in a defense space as an organization and you are very serious of creating an institution, you should also look at securing your supply chain. It happens in two ways. One is you securing a supply chain. Second, it is also opening your market, how the international, global geopolitics is working out and how you could position yourself for an export market. Now, this investment has in turns helped us to now, start export market in the European as well as in the American industry. And that's how, at Sagar we have been trying to do till now, sir.
Good, Nikunj. In fact, you've covered quite a few points. Nikunj, to you in particular. How do you, yes, you spoke about software, hardware, this, but there is another dimension that is system engineering. Now, we as a nation have not been very good at system engineering. We have done exceedingly well in in silos, but we have not been able to marry all of them together. So, how do you think, what is it that we should do to improve on the system engineering part of it? Again, looking at it, that we position ourselves in such a way that they come only to us and nowhere else.
So this is also one of the reasons why Sagar Defence is successful today, system engineering. I think this starts with the customer. Now, when you start building a product, I'm a navigator. I'm a merchant naval captain. I sailed. I'm a navigator. I'm not a technocrat. I'm by RV Failu, physics, chemistry, maths across. So when we went about building the company, we really went across to the customers, whether it's Navy, that's the largest customer we work with, along with that Army, and now with the Air Force. When you talk about system engineering, you need to talk to the customer, understand the customer requirements, and then you look at conventional systems which are already there. The biggest challenge what we see is all of a sudden if an organization or a startup looks at disrupting the technology or the way a system is functioning, then there is a challenge. So the first aspect of system engineering is an understanding of how and what the customer wants. When you start from there, then, and that's why we say is the ecosystem. When you talk about system engineering, what is the ecosystem is going to provide you to build that system in different building blocks. So understanding the different building blocks for doing up a system right from the lowest level and then going up high end. That's where the vertical integration again, sir, comes into play. So we worked around this with the customers, then building up the systems ground up. And second was building the sovereign tech. Now, when we look, there's a lot of open source domain technology which is available. You look at hardware, you look at platform, and also you look at software. If your dependency starts going on open source technology way too much across, then you don't land up building products which is actually should scale up. That means you're dependent on the community to go to the next level. So you could use bits and parcel of the open source technology, but then you integrate with an overall project frame, which helps you to build your end product. And that is what we have been doing and for that, then you go to the best people, hire the best people. That is not in terms of just IITs or NITs, but people with the right attitude, right set of frame, and the hunger in the belly to take it to the next level. That's how we do it, sir.